Hey everybody, David from Axe Annex here, and today is finally the arrival day. 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, 3rd edition. Woo-wee! So here we are, 5 Leagues from Borderlands, 3rd edition. We got price in Canada bucks, 35 pounds, 48 US dollars. Holy smokes. It's going to be a heck of a book though. And what I want to do is a video where I'm going to talk about this book versus the 2nd edition. It's what I wanted to have done for 5 Parsecs from Home, but it was kind of a little bit too late. A lot of people said, what is the difference between, the 2nd edition versus the 3rd edition? Should I even buy the 5 Parsecs from Home 3rd edition? I think we all know now, definitely. And it's the same with this book too. Of course, you definitely want to buy it. It's awesome. But what are the differences, Well, I made a little notepad. I've had access to Project Wild Duck, which became 5 Leagues from the Borderlands 3rd edition for quite some time. And I started compiling all the differences that I could see in that rough document versus 5 Leagues from the Borderlands 2nd edition. 5 Leagues from the Borderlands isn't my main game like 5 Parsecs from Home is, so I had to do a lot of research. And then Cement Saul, check him out up there, said he's just going to do a big video, the same kind of quality he did for 5 Parsecs from Home. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do a video on how the game works. He's going to do a way better job. What I'm going to tell you, though, are the differences. So while I'm not privy to the final layout of the PDF, I do know that the overall format that Ivan presented me had a lot better flow than 5 Leagues from Borderlands 2nd edition. Just it goes from character creation all the way right into the adventure. That's how I like it. I like seeing that action-packed. Just sit down, you read the book, you play the game. I like it. Let's see. He changed stars of the story. It was a mild change too. I don't think I'll let the story went. Let's see. Challenge settings. I don't know, but it's probably good. Maybe. Character types. No more hangers on. If you liked your hangers on, they're gone. Sorry. And character creation is pretty cool. There's a new dash stat added to speed. You may choose non-human origins in 3E. That's a big change. Really cool stuff. 3E has expanded hero tables to roll on based on your background. Skills work differently, granting a bonus to prof. What is prof? That's your proficiency. You'll find out about proficiency. Starting equipment slightly changed. Expanded follower generation table. Follower starting equipment changed. Unusual background option removed. Party resources slightly changed. Avatar rules slightly changed. Retrainer rules slightly changed. The battle round. Monster actions removed. Proximity rules changed from 1 inch to base, or half inch. I like base to base. I like that change. Moving up or down rules are slightly changed. Rules for dungeon movement and taking damage while moving are added. Any missile troops act first now. Fence rules changed. Rummage rules changed. Added unknown enemy markers. And in combat, new modifiers for melee weapons. Remove stray shot optional rule. Expanded tactics options in melee. Injuries, no change. Will. So here's a quote from Ivan. Will has been changed a fair bit in 3E. It is both a bit simpler now and avoids some of the more odd situations that could occur before. We're running away, no change. You run away the same. Proficiency tests, new addition to the game. So that's where prof comes in. Story points, new addition to the game. Story points are always good. People love story points. It's a valid way to cheat. Unusual situations, relevant to current edition. Equipment, staff added to basic weapons. Pistol removed from quality weapons, so no more black powder. Militia armor removed from body armor. No more militia armor. Assorted items. Coil of rope, Delver's kit, map-making kit, Misty water flower, mystical ring, potion of fortune, old dusty manual, ranger's cloak, set of alarm traps, spellbreaker herb, spring wind berries, strange map, thieves tools. Energizing herbs, pony, rare food, road map, set of traps, silver jewelry. Fine ale replaced by fine wine. Ivan's gone classy. Protective herbs replaced by iron shield root. Saddlebags replaced by brave mule. Medical herbs replaced by silver tree leaf. Vital information changed. Equipment damage, no change. The backpack, no change. The stash, new addition. Wearable item overlap, defined somewhere else in 3E, because that's how hard I worked on this, as you can see. Starting the campaign, step 1, setting up the region, wording changed. Starting the campaign, step 2, establishing villages, random charts. I love random charts. Do you love random charts? Starting the campaign, step 3, creating your map. It's a new feature. It's a really cool feature. I really like the map. Starting the campaign, step 4, determine threats. It's an overhaul. Starting the campaign, step 5, establishing threat levels. Also overhauled. Starting the campaign, step 6, place additional points of interest on the map. It's a new feature. Starting the campaign, step 7, note down hideout. New feature. Starting the campaign, step 8, select a starting point and begin playing. Newly defined. Your game map defines the new features of the map, map areas, wilderness, locations, hidden locations, marking your position, moving around the map, maps, and the battlefield. 2 pages. I don't know why I noted 2 pages. The campaign structure defines the 3 segments. Adventure points defines new feature. Earning adventure points. Chart for guidance on earning adventure points. Adventure milestone gives guidance on how to spend adventure points to achieve goals such as reducing threat, locating enemy camp or hideout, promoting follower, or gaining money. The campaign turn, segment 1, begins in either camp or town. Certain actions are specific to location. Warband actions. Each turn allows 2 warband actions. Step 1, local events. Roll on village or camp events table. Step 2, hard times. Manage upkeep costs and healing. Step 3, carry out campaign actions. Carry out 2 campaign actions. Some actions require prof tests. You can visit the town healer, forage for herbs, hard work, help the town guard live off land. Srudy! Well, that was a mistake. Spelling mistake. I don't know what Srudy is. Unless it is in the game. I don't think Srudy's in the game. Gamble, scouting, recruit, hunting expedition, meet the locals, train, blacksmith, pray. Trade, town only, common table. Type of village allows for rolls on rare trade. Selling is allowed. Attempt an adventure milestone. Gather money or invest in the community. Step 5, research. Roll for connections, track enemy. Step 6, decide your adventure. Step 7, outfit for adventure. Bring up to 8 items in your backpack. Equipped weapons and armor do not count towards total. The campaign turn, segment 2, adventuring. It's possible to have 2 battles in 1 turn. Travel. Travel means moving to a new area on the map. A local trip does not require a travel roll, otherwise you roll on the travel events table. Resting up. You can opt to rest instead of adventuring if you begin your campaign turn in a village. Useful for injured characters that need to recover. Threat encounters. Roll on 3 tables to establish context. Where, what, and goal/consequences of failure. Enemy camps. Most camps are known, but can become hidden. When exploring a detected camp, set up a raid battle. Enemy hideouts. May be hidden or known. Hidden needs an adventure milestone to unmask. When exploring an enemy hideout, set up a raid battle. Hideouts are rallying points, and the associated threat in the region cannot be reduced below 1. Delves. Well, that's the good stuff. Delves require multiple battles on multiple areas to be fully explored. The deeper the delve, the greater the danger. Begin at depth 1. Completing the objective finishes the depth and it remains cleared. You can return to a completed delve depth at a further point. Fully explored delves are removed from your map. So yeah, the further you get down, it's like a save point. It's like, okay, I've already made it down to level 3, we're going deeper. So I can start at level 4 at a different point in time. Should be clear, but just in case it wasn't. Contracts. Contracts offered result on a roll in the contract tables. Source/reward and job. Job types are chase off group, local item, deliver package, retrieve item, aid community, rescue individual, escort individual, negotiate deal, gather information, explore area, and slay beast. Ride patrol. Patrolling for the town watch allows you to roll on the patrol table. Monster layers. Layers are difficult to locate and enter. Both require rolls. Unexplored locations may be near a known location or in the wilderness. When the location is released, roll on the location table. Location. The quest. Quests are multiple encounters that are connected together. You cannot take more than one quest at a time. Roll on the quest location and quest task tables to generate quest step. Complete 4 quest tasks to generate final encounter. Quest foes are chosen from threat tables that are not used in the campaign region. The intensity of quest foes grow as tasks are completed. If you fail in battle, you tally quest failures. 3 quest failures ends the quest. Multiple quest successes allow for rolls on the quest finds table. Quest rewards for successful completion include loot, XP, boon of the gods, and a roll on the quest talent table. The campaign turn segment 3. Encounters. Traveler encounters. Meet someone of interest. Roll on the traveler encounter table. Possible to meet an old friend. Roll on general meetings table to determine mood. Unfriendly, disinterested, sociable, friendly, special. Some have new additional tables to roll on. You may also have a unique meeting. Battle encounters. You will encounter one of the following: meeting engagement, defensive battle, raid, or sight battle. Combat encounters 1. The foe. Roll on the appropriate enemy table to determine the foe. Roll to determine enemy hunters. Adjust to make it worth our while if you are greatly outnumber the foe. So variable difficulties there. Always good. Enemies use a generic set of equipment, but specific entries may list different equipment. Uncertain numbers may come into effect. Determine enemy leadership by rolling on the leadership table. Unique foes also have 2 tables to roll on. Combat encounters 2. The scenario. Guidelines for setting up terrain for encounters, determining the table edge, revolving conflicting objectives, and ending the scenario. Meeting engagement. Establish objectives, roll on objectives table. Possible objectives are: fetch something, search for something, scout the area, investigate area, eliminate the enemy, and hunt the enemy. Many objectives have time limits. So that's the end of my research, where I was comparing the 2 books. So these are all notes from Ivan, and they'll give you kind of a basis of what you should expect to have on hand and what you will encounter. So I'll go through the enemy types list now, and then the other things. I'll go through the enemy types list now. Ruin within enemy lists. All entries are humans. Criminals, cultists, assassins. Whispers from beyond. You will need cultists, ghouls, and mutants. The gnawing horde. Ratmen. So many ratmen! Or equivalent. Iceheart Court. Elf, fey warriors, goblins, some humans, dog, tree people, spirits. Duskling tribes. Barbarians and or orcs. Or anybody that you think is an other. Oldest kin. Lizard, reptile, frog, fish dudes. Also some lizard animal types. Curse of war. Humans, ghoul types, cultists. Faceless kingdom. Soldiers in fully enclosed helmets or masks. Road encounters. Hounds, criminals, imps, zombies, goblins, wolves. Lurking foes. Rats, bugs, imps, skeletons, cultists, goblins, animals, gargoyles, ghosts, spiders, crystal statues. Big monsters. Ogre, troll, minotaur, werewolf, golem. 2 types of lizard, 2 kinds. Manticores, griffins, giants, a few types of ghost. Some undead, fiend, undead construct, elemental, giant spider, wyvern, hydra, dinosaur type, and a small dragon. Not a big dragon, just a little guy. Alright, so Ivan says, if using a dungeon set, try to apply the following guidelines if possible. Consider playing on at least a 3x3 foot gaming area for a dungeon. There should be at least 6 rooms in the dungeon. Include at least 2 entry points along the edge of the table. Ideally, exits will lead off some of the other battlefield edges as well. Avoid having more than 2 rooms with a single entry point. That's from the book. Okay, so it's the direct quote from the book, he says. For the last thing, Ivan gave us a little hint on the magic. I don't think my copy had the final magic system, so that's going to be new to me. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it. He says, the new spellcasting rules are original. They are not a version of the old ones from the expansions. In general, they are a bit more direct and tangible, while avoiding boom, fireball type spells that wouldn't fit in the world. There's also a lot more spells now. Magic is not limited to character origins. All player races can be mystics. The enemy can often use magic as well. They are handled through bespoke rules for each type and tend to be more sinister. Summoning in particular is pretty hair-raising to face, which would be a lot of fun. Alright, so this concludes my overview on 5 Parsecs from Home 2nd edition versus 3rd edition. Just what you're going to expect to find in the new book, what you are missing out from the old book. So to wrap up this video, I just want to give a couple of shout-outs to people who I am certain are going to be making some pretty awesome content for 5 Leagues from the Borderlands 3rd edition. First of all, I'd like to shout out the Hobby Homies. They've been talking it up on their podcasts. They do a great narrative style campaign where it's an after action report. They talk about all their experiences, their thoughts. They have a really humorous story going on for 5 Parsecs from Home. And I'm certain they're going to apply it even more interestingly to 5 Leagues from the Borderlands. And the other fellow I'd like to shout out is Battlehammer. He's been doing a lot of battle reports already on 5 Leagues from the Borderlands 2nd edition, and I have absolute faith he's going to smash it for 3rd edition. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Bye!